What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. It's a lofty goal to say that I'm going to be able to show you most of what's wrong with Madden in just a few minutes on a single play. But nevertheless, I'm going to try. And if you look at this play and realize I've got two linemen standing basically where the ball was snapped from, and you just looked at Von Miller come through untouched on the line to create a fumble, that should probably be a great start as to telling you where this video is going to be headed. But let's start with the disrespect the offense shows one of the greatest linebackers in the game. If you're going to have playmakers, you're going to have X factors, you better have them matter and be recognized on field. Now, the reason this lane is created for him is because Harris is actually being shifted through not only by Linder, but also completely by Kelly, and later by Von Miller for that matter. And when they're tied up on a player that is irrelevant to the play, it allows the most relevant player, in this case Miller, to come around untouched, go through Harris as well, and then make the play that ends this drive. Now, it's critical to understand that when you don't have player structure, you can have things like this happen, and you can have your offensive line taken away by players that needlessly need to be blocked, and you can also have a player like Von Miller come across here and shift through players, but also not be impeded by them. Watch his running motion here. He should technically be tripped, and he's not. But that's just part of what Madden is trying to create with this fumble, because it doesn't matter that Von Miller isn't in a position to knock this ball out. He actually has to go through the player to accommodate that, but in Madden, that's okay, because even if you have to go through players to unrealistically create a scenario, then that's what needs to happen. And I'd be fine if he could strip the ball with his other hand, but the fact of the matter is he's shifting through both offensive and defensive players here simply to make a tackle. So his own team doesn't matter much more than the opposing team does. And then, of course, obviously the ball magically flies out. And I've said in the past I'm okay with shifting and warping, but this is my limit. When you're shifting through your players and other players to create the result the game wants, that, in my opinion, is just going a little bit far. Then he basically sits up right beside the ball, unaware of what's happened, and obviously the play ends. I wanted to show it just from this angle so you can see the whole play in its entirety and try to comprehend how little football is actually being played here from a simulation football perspective, from a game control perspective, from a you have an opinion of what happens in this game, good or bad, but then you look at a play like this and realize no one's playing this game other than the game. I also love how Quentin Nelson got upended at the end of the play. Even though I didn't want to make the whole video about it, the bad football was more than enough to share. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking out. I will be back in the week with more commentary.